The day you're born is like God decides to flip a coin, and what if my spirit says that it wasn't one or the other? It's not one side of that coin. It's so much more than that. It's something that doesn't want to be defined by one or the other. It doesn't want to fit in this or that. When you ask me why I can't make up my mind if I'm a boy or a girl, what if I have made up my mind? What if I am just me? What if I'm not either of those things? But I see it everywhere. You want me to join this team or that? You want me to wear this or that? I can't just wear whatever I want without it being labeled as something or seen as something. And sure, it's a lot more free now than it was. Maybe I can just wear whatever I want. But can I join the team that I want to join? Regardless of what sex you see me as? Can I get married as myself? Can I travel as myself without being afraid that something might happen to me? Can I love another person without being afraid that something might happen to me? Or that they'll never see me as what I really am? Can I be loved by my family the same way that I'm loved by a stranger or somebody who knows who I am, who I just told who I am? Can I be loved by the people in my community who say that I don't exist? I guess it doesn't matter. I don't need to be loved by those people. But to not exist at all is an entirely different thing. Why do we see someone else's identity as a threat? Why does it pose a threat to us? Do you think that we make you look bad? Because what you are gave us the freedom to say what we are? I may not be transgendered in the traditional sense, but I do consider myself to be a form of transgendered. I strongly identified with that when I was a teenager. I wanted to choose one side of that coin. I thought that was the only way. It turned out that wasn't the only way. Not only was that the wrong path for me, but I was able to explore other paths. I was able to travel and explore until I sort of found my way. And what's wrong with not knowing anyway? Does everyone always know everything? I would bet not. So let people choose what they want for themselves. Let people know what they want for themselves. Let people be loved. Let people feel things the same way that you do. Let people exist in your world and find out what their story is. because it's different from yours. Everybody's story is different, even if they hide it or they don't tell you or they fake it because they're too afraid to deal with what the reality of their story is. That doesn't mean it's not their story. That doesn't mean they're not living their story. And if someone took your story, you can reclaim that story. You can say that I don't want to live this story anymore. I don't want to be against something that I never understood in the first place. I don't want to hate people for expressing their freedom. I don't want to look at other human beings as an inconvenience to me just for speaking up about an issue that they have. Just because you use your voice a certain way doesn't mean everyone else has to. Maybe you don't have to use your voice at all. Maybe you should just think. Just think about what that person is feeling at any given moment, and you should know. You should get a larger sense, a sense of something larger than what all of us are. Because that's all it really is. Humans have feelings they can't control, lives they can't control. Souls that cry out for something that they can't put their finger on. And it's all part of the journey.